Over the years, when dealing with my English students, I find myself making the same corrections over and over again. But now I'm going to share with you the top 10 most common mistakes I correct, and hopefully this will prevent you from committing the same faux pas. Is that the right word? Faux pas. Number 1. Do mistakes. Ironically, this is one of the most common mistakes that I correct. We make mistakes, we don't do mistakes. It's easy enough to remember, just think about the M, make, mistake, m. I often make mistakes if I'm writing in a hurry. As an English teacher, I regularly proofread my work before posting. Therefore, it is embarrassing when I realise that I have made a mistake. Avoid making mistakes by remembering M. Number 2. What for that? We sang a song, what made everyone dance. The correct sentence is, we sang a song that made everyone dance. What and that are not interchangeable. Here's the grammar. That is a relative pronoun. We use that to introduce defining relative clauses. We can use that instead of who, whom, or which to refer to people, animals, and things. That is more informal than who or which. She returned to the house to pick up her bag that she had left by the door. What cannot be used as a relative pronoun, but it is used as a pronoun to mean the thing that. I'm unsure what to buy for my trip. Hey, if you need any makeup, then feel free to use what I have in my bag. Number 3, dropping articles. Even intermediate level students struggle to remember that we need articles in our lives. In most cases, a noun needs a friend, usually an article, a, an, or the, or a possessive pronoun like my, your, his, her. Therefore, this sentence, when a client comes in for haircut, I make them a cup of tea, should be, when a client comes in for a haircut, I make them a cup of tea. Number 4, since versus for. I've been learning English since 4 years. No, I've been learning English for 4 years. We covered this in a recent lesson, but let's briefly recap. Since refers to a specific point in time when something started, and for refers to the amount of time. Okay? I've been on this earth since 1981. I've been on this earth for 38 years. Number 5, positioning of punctuation. All full stops, commas, apostrophes, colons, semicolons, exclamation marks, and question marks need something to hug, namely the previous word. Stick that punctuation directly onto the preceding word and then press the space bar. We don't finish a sentence, hit the space bar, add the full stop, and then start writing the next sentence. No. Think of punctuation as little children, nervous to go out into the world, clinging onto their parent who is standing behind them, egging them on. Okay? Number 6. Not adding a plural s or the word old when mentioning age. My son is 1.5 years. It should be my son is 1.5 years old. Anything over 1 is a plural, so 1.5 is more than 1 and needs an s on years. I am 21 years old. I love saying that. And if it is age that we're discussing and you use the word year, then it must be coupled with old. Of course, you can drop it all together and just say, I'm 21. Wishful thinking. Oh, and one other thing to note is in British English, the common order is 5.5 years old, instead of 5 years and a half, which I believe is more common in the USA. Number 7, the confusion of pronouns he, him, his, she, her, and hers. I understand. These pesky little pronouns are all so similar that it can be tricky to remember which one is the right one to use, but it can confuse the heck out of your listener if you suddenly change the gender of the subject you are discussing. He is a boy, that is his gender. She is a girl, that is her gender. So, if this is something you struggle with, then maybe write this down and put it up somewhere obvious so that you can see it numerous times a day. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Number 8, use of say and tell. These irregular verbs often cause issues. I've done a whole lesson on these words and we'll share the link below if you're interested, but for now I just want you to remember, he tells me, he says to me, he tells me, he says to me. She tells me about her life. We use it when we're talking about what's been said in general. She says her life is perfect at the moment. We use say when talking about the specific words that we used. Number 9, possessive apostrophe. When showing possession of a plural noun, simply add an apostrophe at the end of the word. The sister's room. If the noun is singular, add an apostrophe plus the letter S at the end of the word. The dog's bone. Number 10. Finally, subject-verb agreement. It's one of those fundamental grammar rules that you just need to learn off by heart. The companies is working together. Anna are tidying her room. No, it should be the companies are working together. Anna is tidying her office. I am, you are, he, she is, we are, they are, it is. Practicing this in the past tense is also highly recommended. So there we are, 10 common mistakes that English students often make. Oh, mistakes make. Now, have you had any trouble with any of the issues I've highlighted, or do you struggle with something I haven't mentioned? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell if you're subscribed already so that you don't miss out on any of the live sessions that I do or any new uploads. Until next time, take care and, why not come and join me in this lesson? I'll see you soon.